And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everyone. Here we are at Elsberry, Missouri tonight for the first game, the opening of the Elsberry men's basketball program for the year 2018-2019. Tonight's game is going to be between the Elsberry Indians and the Missouri Military Academy Fighting Colonels. If you were with us last, Friday night, I guess, when we were at Winfield, Indians are coming off of a win at Winfield. They defeated Winfield 56-44. And that makes them 1-0 for the year. The Fighting Colonels of Missouri Military Academy are also 1-0 this year. They defeated Silex a couple nights ago, 42-28. Missouri Military Academy is coached by Kevin Bismeyer. The Indians are coached by Chad Twellman. Not really sure what to expect tonight. I've never seen Missouri Military Academy play before. We just did watch a very good junior varsity game before this, where Elsberry squeaked out of that with a 42-40 victory. And that fourth quarter was very close. Elsberry had the game in the first three quarters, but Missouri MMA came back in the fourth quarter, and they tied it up and went ahead with about a minute to go. But Elsberry was able to get a basket in and pull off the victory. So we're going to take a break here and let you listen to a few commercials while the teams practice. Got about 2.5 minutes remaining until the game starts. So we'll get you back in time for the national anthem.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks?
And we are back. They're getting ready to give out the starting five for each team. I forgot to mention that this is Kenny Masterson calling this game tonight. So if you've heard my voice before, maybe you remember my name, but just in case, there it is. So playing for the visiting MMA varsity.
Please rise and remove your hats to the national
Yep.
anthem.
We'll do the national anthem first. I'll leave the mic on. All right, here's the starting five for MMA. Number 5, Gunnar Stuggert.
Number 12, Bruno
Number 12,
Pizzoni.
Bruno Pizzoni.
Number 22, Zane Jewell.
Number 22, Zane Jewell. Number 23, Kalisa Clovis. And number 34, Omana Oberavu. And now starting for the Elsberry Indians. Nathan Reed, number 2.
Number 12, Derek
Number
Taylor.
12, Derek Taylor.
Number 24, Jake Reimel.
Number 24, Jake Reimel.
Number 44, Garrick Hill.
And number 54, Trevor Anthony. Also on the team tonight for Elsberry is number 1, Cody Thornhill. Number 4, Stephen Bodecker. Number 5, Eddie Bonstell. Number 10, Shane Lewis. Number 11, Hunter Grills. Number 14, Garrett Hall. Number 22, Gabriel Hill. That completes out the Elsberry team. Now, anybody that was watching me the other night knows that I was having a little bit of trouble here running the camera and doing everything else. Well, I'm in the exact same situation tonight, so I'm going to do my best to keep this camera going and try to run the control board and try to figure out what's going on. All right, MMA, they got the ball. Try to see some numbers here. I don't know these players. Number 34 takes a shot. All right, he missed the shot, and the ball came up to Nathan Reed, and he threw it away. So MMA coming back. Fumbled the ball. It's Bruno Pizzoni. Ball is out of bounds. And looks like it's going to stick with MMA. MMA is a lot easier to say than Missouri Military Academy. The ball is coming in to Zane Jewell. Over to Kalisa Clovis. Back out to the point. Zane Jewell has the ball, trying to set something up here. Oh, they got it down underneath, and there's Oberavu. Got a shot up, okay, and at Elsberry. Layup, and it was missed. MMA having a little bit of trouble getting the ball up the court. There was a little bit out of control shot, but it went in for MMA. They take the first 2 points. Meanwhile, Derek Taylor over to Jake Reimel. I set it up for Trevor Anthony. He's got it out to Hill. Into Nathan Reed, takes a three-pointer, and it is good. (22 and 23) playing a little pitch and catch there. Ball blocked by Trevor Anthony. And Nathan Reed comes up with it. Oh, tried a little trick pass, and it didn't work. And just like that, the MMA takes a 4-3 lead. There's Hill with the ball, passes it back. Another three-point attempt off the front of the rim. MMA gets the rebound. They take it up the court. So you try to learn some of these names with the numbers for MMA. Over to Zane Jewell out at the point. They're trying to get it down low, but they can't. They're got it into Bruno Pizzoni, but Derek Taylor got the rebound. Got it back out to the key to Hill, and he takes it in, layup. Gives Elsberry 5-4 lead. MMA brings it up the court. Not sure exactly what happened there, but the ball went way up in the air. Anyway, Derek Taylor ends up with it. He brings it slowly up the court. Out to Jake Reimel. He tries to drive in, and they called an offensive foul on him. That would be his first foul. So that gives the ball over to MMA. Elsberry's putting a bit of a press on. And just like that, Jake Reimel has his second foul. So that brings him out, and number 11, Hunter Grills, comes in. 4:25 remaining in the first period, not the time to be having two fouls. Elsberry started to think about a press, then backed it off a little. And the ball's fumbled around in three-point attempt, and it is good. That was Gunnar Stugart, that three-pointer. And Derek Taylor brings it up the court. Over to Reed. Out to Grills. Oh, tried to go low, and it was intercepted by MMA. And while bringing it up, Gunnar Stugart stepped on the line, so it's Elsberry's ball. And we have Derek Taylor bringing it up slowly again. Back out to Nathan Reed, over to Hunter Grills. He takes it out to the top of the key, back to Nathan Reed. And bounce pass. Oh, and I think they got themselves an easy layup there. Once again, Gunnar Stugart. Little alley-oop there by Trevor Anthony, but the rebound was by Garrick Hill, and he got it in. MMA is leading this game 9-7. They take it out. He kind of wanted a three-pointer, but he wasn't back there far enough. And a whistle blows, and they're calling traveling. I just have to wonder if they're going to be calling traveling like they did the other night at Winfield. Derek Taylor brings it up, crosses half-court line. Out to Hunter Grills. Derek Taylor looked for a three-pointer, but didn't feel good about it. Grills is looking at over to Hill. Oh, there's Derek Taylor right down end. Oh, he was stuffed. Three-pointer, no good. Ball rebounded by Omena Babaru. Hope I'm pronouncing that even remotely close. Once again, I'm trying to keep up with the camera here. Along the baseline, number 12, that is Bruno Pizzoni with 2 points. Elsberry brings it up, wants to set up something. Oh, they need to start watching their passes. They are telegraphing their pass. Oh. Foul on Trevor Anthony, I'm sure. That'd be his first. That's 3 team fouls on Elsberry already. MMA with a slick little pass up the middle. And there was Bruno Pizzoni with another 2 points from the paint. Got the ball into Hill, and he's in for 2 points. MMA, oh, well, another traveling call. I'm starting to see a pattern here. If you have the ball, you're going to get called for traveling. Meantime, they have Eddie Bonstell into play now. And here's Derek Taylor bringing it up the court. Get the camera moved. Out to Hill at the top of the key. He's having a little bit of trouble dribbling the ball. And there's a three-point shot, and it is good for Nathan Reed. That brings Elsberry to within 1 point with less than a half a minute remaining in the first quarter. Oh, MMA got it down into the baseline, but let's see what are they calling here. I think they just called Hill for goaltending. Let's see. Wait for the official's explanation here. Yes, they called him for goaltending. That 2 more points, 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter with MMA 15 and Elsberry 12. Derek Taylor brings it up. Oh, and MMA is going to start putting a little bit of pressure on. Not much, but a little bit. 8 seconds remaining. They're trying to get anything to get a shot off. And Hill drives, and he's in for 2 points. MMA tried a long shot, but he didn't even make it hardly past half court. So, the end of the first quarter, we have MMA 15, Elsberry 14. Take a break.
Technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we're back with their cheerleaders out doing some cheering, trying to get the crowd into this game. There's the buzzer telling the players to get into the game. Each coach down there giving some instructions on how to win this game. There's the buzzer saying, hey, I told you once. Don't want to have to tell you again. So we start the second quarter. Elsberry having the ball. Eddie Bonstell is going to throw in to Derek Taylor. Gets across the half-court line. And he wants to drive in, and Nathan Reed has the ball in the baseline. And there went Hill with another 2 points from the paint. Unlike the other night at Winfield, they're hitting the points from inside. Three-pointer for MMA. That's Gunnar Stugart. And there's Hill with the three-point attempt, and it's off the backboard. But Elsberry got the rebound. So they retain possession of the ball, trying to set up a play now. Derek Taylor handling the ball. Nathan Reed looked at a three-pointer, but decided against it. Cross court to Hunter Grills, back to the top of the key for Derek Taylor. And he drives in, and ball rims out. Eddie Bonstell with a good rebound. He was in amongst everybody about a foot taller than him. And there's Hill driving in. He couldn't get it to go that time. So MMA starts bringing it back up the court. And a steal. Nathan Reed in for 2 points. That ties the game at 18. And another steal. Another Nathan Reed steal. Elsberry takes the lead, 20-18. And just like that, right in the paint was Cross Malakote. Taylor brings it back. Got it into Hill, and he's back out to Nathan Reed, takes a three-point, and it's good. Nathan Reed is on fire right now. And Hill stole the ball. And timeout called by Elsberry. A little bit of inspiration here. Let's take a break, try to get a commercial in here.
Everybody knows that high school sports generates suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri.
And we're back. Couldn't quite finish that commercial. I think that people making that commercial needs a hog prod on them. They need to speed up a little bit. Anyway, we got Garrick Hill bringing it up the court now. That's not the most usual thing in the world. He bulls his way in there, and there's a three-point attempt, and it is good. Gabriel Hill, 3 points. That gives Elsberry a 26-20 lead. And MMA tried to drive to the basket, and Hill said, no, not past me. That was Zane Jewell that tried to drive. And it was Garrick Hill that said, nope, not going to happen. Ball's back out to half court. MMA brings it up. Ball's almost stolen. That is stolen. Eddie Bonstell. So here we have Hill bringing it back up the court. And they called that backcourt. I didn't think that was going to be backcourt. Okay, they reversed it. Yeah, that ball was knocked out of his possession. So Garrick Hill starts back up the court again. Now we have a whistle. Looks like a foul maybe away from the court, not really sure. It was on 12, Bruno Pizzoni, that's his first. Derek Taylor's going to throw it in. He throws it into Nathan Reed. Back to Hill, I'm sorry. Back to Derek Taylor. Nathan Reed drives the baseline. And he is fouled. Get the ball out of bounds because it's not a shooting foul. That'd be the second team foul on MMA. So Gabriel Hill takes the ball out of bounds. Throws in Nathan Reed, 3-point, and it just barely touched the rim. MMA brings the ball back up the court pretty fast. Now they settle it down a little bit out on the perimeter. Get it into the baseline in the paint. And they have it in. See who shot that. I'm not really sure. That was 12, Bruno Pizzoni. Sorry about that. Whoa. Ball was put up by Trevor Anthony, and it was pushed right back out of bounds. Hope I got the camera over there in time. He got the ball in to Garrick Hill. Oh, and he turned the ball over. Tried to make a move around to the end of the paint and ended up turning the ball over. So MMA has the ball out of bounds. 4:01 remaining in the first half. 26-22 Elsberry. MMA tries to drive the baseline, but there was a brick wall there. Out on the perimeter, into the paint, and back out on the perimeter again. Whoa, there was some elbowing going on there. And they couldn't get anything going, so the coach for MMA called a timeout. See if he can settle his guys down a little bit. Let's see if we can finish up this commercial.
The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
And MMA has the ball out of bounds. Oh, and it's Nathan Reed broke up the pass. Boy, if anything would have been traveling, that should have been. Oh, and they called a foul there on Garrick Hill. Not sure I saw that one, but again, I'm down, not down there, I'm up here. Fourth team foul on Elsberry. Had a little bit of trouble getting that ball in then. It's 3-point attempt, and it's no good. Bounced around. Oh, and there's a long pass to Nathan Reed, and he holds it up. So Derek Taylor has it out at the top of the key. Tries to set something up. Out to three-point shot by Gabriel Hill, and it was no good. Rebounded by MMA, knocked out of bounds. Get this camera moving. Drive in and 2 points. That's Gunnar Stugart. Once again, I'm sorry I can't keep track of the points these guys are getting tonight, but I just only have so many hands. Nathan Reed over to Garrick Hill, and he tries to drive in, and had the ball stripped out. Okay, that's going to be a foul on MMA, Bruno Pizzoni. That's his second for the night. Got the ball into Nathan Reed. Back inside. Oh. Hill wasn't really ready for that one. Trevor Anthony had the ball and gave it right to him, and he wasn't ready. And in the meantime, we got a foul on Elsberry. Couple of substitutions. Hunter Grills and Eddie Bonstell coming in for Elsberry. Three-point attempt, and it's good. And with that, MMA takes the lead, 27-26. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Three-point attempt by Eddie Bonstell, and it's up, bounces off the rim. MMA gets the rebound, and they're taking it up the court fast. They decided to pick up this game a little bit. Cross-court pass, and he traveled. Zane Jewell. I've never seen so much traveling in my life as these last two games. And we have a timeout called by Elsberry.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
And we're back with 1 minute 33 seconds remaining in the first half. Eddie Bunstel has the ball out of bounds, throwing it into Derek Taylor. He brings it up the court. Back over to Bunstel. He's not sure who to pass to. He's got it out the top of the key to Derek Taylor, and three-pointer off the backboard and rolls around the rim. 3 points. And a quick, easy layup for Omena Obevaru. But Derek Taylor brings it back, and he gets another 2 points. They've really picked up the pace of this game. And Cross Malakote was trapped down there. And looks like Derek Taylor caused a jump ball. Ball staying with MMA. 51.9 seconds remaining in the first half. He gets it in across the court. He looked for a three-pointer, but it wasn't there. Oh, right in the paint, and nobody even near him. And with that, the score is tied 31-31. Derek Taylor bringing it up. See if they're going to try to get a quick point, or if they're going to hold off for the last shot of the half. Derek Taylor looked like he wanted to go for three. They got the ball into Hill. He's not in as far as he'd like to be, but he's in. There's Derek Taylor up. He looked at three and decided to go with the layup, and good for 2 points, no fouls. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. MMA brings it up. And they hit a brick wall in Hill. And there's the buzzer for the first half. Score after 16 minutes of play. The score is Elsberry 33, MMA 31. We'll be back.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank in Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
And I'm back again. Once again, this is Kenny Masterson bringing you this broadcast from beautiful downtown Elsberry, Missouri, where we're about a minute and a half away from starting the second half of the home team Elsberry Indians versus the visiting Missouri Military Academy Fighting Colonels. I believe that school is in Mexico, Missouri. Try to give you a little recap. Again, I don't have any real numbers with me because I'm having trouble keeping track of that. But at this point in time, we have the score of Elsberry 33, Missouri Military Academy 31. It's a pretty close game throughout the entire first half. Not a lot of fouls. Let's see, there was 5 team fouls for Elsberry and 3 team fouls for MMA. So it was a pretty clean game that they played. The shooting percentage actually was pretty good compared to what I saw the other night. So it's like they put the 8 minutes back on the clock. They are getting ready. I'm gonna adjust my camera here. I don't want this thing falling off of my lap. It's up on a tripod on a kind of shaky table. There's that old buzzer again saying, hey guys, get out there. So out on the court for Elsberry is Garrick Hill, Trevor Anthony, Derek Taylor, Nathan Reed, and Jake Reimel. Jake got 2 fouls within the first couple of minutes of the game. They took him out. He hadn't played a whole lot of the first half, but he's back in there now to start. Derek Taylor has the ball out at the top of the key. Gets it into Nathan Reimel. He tries driving in. And just like that, Garrick Hill's up for 2 points. MMA's back up the court again. And that ball's knocked out of bounds by Elsberry. Zane Jewell takes it out of bounds to throw it into Clovis. And he does, and boy, he was close to that half-court line. Ball last touched by Elsberry. It was Trevor Anthony that tried to save it, just couldn't quite do it. Got to move his camera over a little bit. Ball's into MMA. Oh, got it down low, and ball was blocked going up. And Derek Taylor came up with the rebound. Back out to Garrick Hill, and he kind of a desperation shot, but there he was in the paint, put it up a clean 2 points. 37-31, Elsberry over MMA. And MMA, that was Bruno Pizzoni, drove the baseline and got those 2 points for MMA. Derek Taylor has the ball out front, wanting to set things up. There was Trevor Anthony trying to get the ball forced up. And we got a foul on Bruno Pizzoni. That's his first of the game. It was a shooting foul, so we're going to go up with 2 shots here. Hopefully 2 points, but it's 2 shots anyway. First throw is up. And just barely touched the net. About 8 inches short. But he's got another shot here. It's Trevor Anthony. Really light touch on his free throws, but he missed both of them. MMA got the ball up the court in a hurry, but couldn't get it in, so they... Oh, now he runs the baseline. I was going to say there's going to be a foul in there someplace. I saw about 4 arms hit MMA's arm. That foul is on Derek Taylor, who they gave. I'm sorry, they gave that foul to Trevor Anthony. That's his second of the game. Shooting the free throws is Bruno Pizzoni, and his first one is good. He lines up for his second attempt. And it's good. 37-35, MMA's back to within 2 points. Taylor's bringing it up the court. Over to Reed. And he gets it into Hill. And Hill, oh, it rims out. Just a little bit too hard on that shot. So MMA brings it up, and they are wanting to tie or go ahead. I'm sure they're wanting to go ahead, but they'll settle to tie. They're keeping it out on the perimeter. Can't seem to get it into the paint. They're looking at those three. Okay, oh, I thought he was going to go with the three. Now he does go for a three-point, and it is good. And just like that, MMA takes the lead, 38-37. Derek Taylor brings it up, gets it over to Nathan Reed, over to the far side. He gets the, okay, back out to the key. Jake Reimel now has it out there. Hill has the ball. He takes it into Trevor Anthony, and he's nice soft touch. 2 points. Now MMA is, once again, they're keeping the ball out on the perimeter a lot. Oh, they got, who was that? Trevor Anthony they got for that foul? That is Garrick Hill they got. It's his third foul. Kind of early in the game for him to be having three fouls. And the ball was stolen. He gets a nice, easy touch layup. Now MMA is taking it back down quick, and they hold up. Oh, right in. And he missed it. Unbelievable. Garrick Hill kind of fumbled with the ball a little bit, gets over to Derek Taylor, back over to Gabriel Hill, back out to Derek Taylor, trying to get something set up to Hill. Hunter Grills takes it out. They're keeping it out on the perimeter also. There's Derek Taylor. Everybody's out on the perimeter. They're not going to get called for three seconds in the lane. Ed, this little, soft touch. Hill with the 2 points. Takes Elsberry back to a 5-point lead. And the ball stolen by Garrick Hill. So he starts to bring the ball up the court. Meanwhile, Derek Taylor directing traffic over to Eddie Bonstell. Over to Hunter Grills. Got the ball inside to Hill, and he made a bad pass. MMA's taking it up the court. Tried to drive the baseline, threw it out for a three-pointer, and good three-pointer to Gunnar Stugart. Timeout called on the court. That was a full timeout called. So let's try to get a commercial in here.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
And we are back where Elsberry is going to be taking the ball out of bounds. Try to go to the length of the court here. Eddie Bonstell has it out. He's throwing into Derek Taylor. Taylor's bringing it slowly up the court. Bonstell. I said they were bringing it slowly up the court. Way too slowly. They were about 3/4 of the way in to the halfway line, and they got called for their 10 seconds. So MMA with the ball. 2-point deficit for MMA, and the ball stolen by Derek Taylor. He's going to take it to the house, and 2 points. So now MMA is bringing it back up. Oh, and they just did the same thing. Baseline right into the basket. I think Derek Taylor better speed it up a little bit this time. And a little pitch and catch there between Hunter Grills and Derek Taylor, but Taylor couldn't get the ball to drop. Ball knocked around. 3-point attempt. Bounced in and out. And 2 points and a free throw. See who we have at the line here. I can't see his number. I think that's Bruno Pizzoni at the line. Yes, it is. Bruno Pizzoni at the line. See if he can get the 3rd point in here. And it's good. So with that, MMA takes the lead, 46-45. Elsberry playing kind of sloppy right now. They got lucky on that. Out to Derek Taylor at the side of the key, and there is Nathan Reed with a 3-pointer. 2-point lead for Elsberry. MMA trying to drive the baseline. They're having trouble getting past Hill, and Hill rebounds. That ball was in and out. Derek Taylor taking it all the way in. Beautiful drive by Derek Taylor. Here's MMA taking it back. Clovis with the ball, passed over to the side. And a lot of sloppy dribbling right there. And ball is up, no good. Now here's Nathan Reed taking it back. Jake Reimel, and he's up for 2 points. Elsberry playing the fast break game now. Elsberry enjoying a 6-point lead, and they're putting a lot of pressure on MMA. And they just can't seem to get it inside very well. So they just pushing it around the rim. There's a pass up, and Jake Reimel comes up with that one. He slowed it down. They're going to bring it out to the perimeter, and they're going to play ball for a little while now. Stop with the fast breaks. And that is the end of the third quarter with the score, Elsberry 52, MMA 46. Let's take a break.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Here we are back. Here we are back with the buzzer. That is a loud buzzer. But here we are back and getting ready to start the fourth quarter of this game. Been a pretty close game all throughout. Right now the score is Elsberry 52, MMA 46. And once again, the second half has been played relatively foul-free. Elsberry has 3 team fouls. MMA only has 1 team foul, so it's been a very clean game. MMA gets the ball out of bounds. As Clovis tries to set up a play. And blocked pass. Jake Reimel comes up with it. Get the camera down here, and he loses it. Once again, there's going to be a jump ball. Yep, there's a. Okay, is it a jump ball? Is it a timeout? Okay, we got a timeout, I believe. 30-second timeout for MMA. It saved it being a jump ball. So I imagine they're going to retain possession of it. But we'll just keep it right here with only a 30-second timeout. .7:33 remaining in the game. Regulation anyways, close as this game is, this could easily go into overtime. So Clovis takes it out of bounds. Gonna throw it in. He throws it in. Throws it into Pizzoni. Pizzoni's dribbling around right at the free throw line. 3-point attempt, no good. MMA gets their own rebound. Take it back out. Drive. MMA drove and get the ball knocked out. They will retain possession. Two-point attempt, and MMA gets the rebound. They throw it back out, and now he's driving the lane. Derek Taylor comes up with the rebound. And there's Nathan Reed with 2 points coming in from the left side. Elsberry back to their fast break game. MMA is wanting to hit some three-pointers there. Starting to see some elbows getting thrown around just a little bit. Hope it doesn't get ugly. Good drive up the middle. He got 2 points and a foul. That was Obervaru. That takes the score of 54-48. Still 6-point lead for Elsberry. Obervaru is going to get one free throw here. Couple substitutions being made. Nathan Reed's coming out. I didn't see who came in for him. Ball is up, and it's good. 5-point lead for Elsberry. Garrick Hill's bringing it up the court. Whistle away from the ball. Stays with Elsberry. Not really sure what that call was. Stays with Elsberry. Eddie Bonstell has the ball. Going to throw it in. He gets the ball into Garrick Hill. And he wanted to drive. Couldn't do it. Got it over to Jake Reimel. Out to Bonstell. Back to Derek Taylor. Looking for something to play. Over to Hill. Over to Bonstell. He's got it out on the court. Hill's getting ready to drive in. And, oh, ball stolen. And that foul is on Bonstell. He saved a sure 2 points. So the foul was on Bonstell. Looks like Clovis is going to be at the line for 2 shots. Left-handed shooter threw up the ball and just kind of died on the rim. Still a 5-point lead for Elsberry. 5:54 remaining in the game. Regulation, anyway. And that one bounced in. Derek Taylor's bringing it in. MMA is putting pretty good full court press on. Derek Taylor putting on a dribbling show. Bonstell looking around now, trying to get somebody open somewhere. They get the ball into Hill. What did they call there? Pushing foul on Bruno Pizzoni. Non-shooting foul, so Elsberry gets it out of bounds, and the ball right in to Trevor Anthony, and he put that ball up for 2 points. 56-50 Elsberry. Elsberry's defense playing a pretty good perimeter game here. Looks like they're playing a man-to-man defense. Nathan Reed was called for the foul. Okay, I didn't even think he was out there. He was called for the foul. It was away from the ball. So, MMA retains possession. Once again, Elsberry's keeping him out on the perimeter. Oh, and then pass up, and it was taken by Derek Taylor. So he slows it down a little bit. Oh, bad pass over to Nathan Reed and out of bounds. Nathan Reed zigged when they thought he was going to zag. Clovis just dribbled off of his foot. And there was Brandon Lane, took it right up the middle. And I'm sorry, that was Gunnar Stugart. Took it right up the middle for 2 points. Derek Taylor gets it over to Nathan Reed. Gets it into Trevor Anthony, and there was a foul called. Let's see exactly what they're doing here. Foul called on Malakote of MMA. They're getting the ball in to Hill, and he fumbled it to see who they give it to. Oh, they kept it with Elsberry. So Elsberry gets out a do-over. Into Nathan Reed, takes a long 2-point shot, and it's no good. MMA takes it up. Clovis with the ball, and he had the ball taken right away from him. He didn't call any foul on that, doesn't look like, but MMA does get it out of bounds. 4-point lead for Elsberry. 4 minutes remaining in the game. A lot of outside perimeter passing, and the ball stolen by Nathan Reed. Timeout, Elsberry. They have 3 timeouts remaining. MMA has 2 timeouts remaining. So Elsberry has 16 fouls. MMA has 14 fouls. I know of at least one or two players for Elsberry that has 3 fouls on them. I believe Trevor Anthony does. And let's see, who's the other one? Jake Reimel, I believe, has 3 fouls on him. So they're going to have to be a little more careful here in the waning moments of this 4th quarter. Under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Regulation, that is. So Elsberry's going to get the ball out of bounds on the far side of the court. MMA is going to put some pressure on him. Jake Reimel bringing it up. He passes it off to Hill, who passes it over to Gabriel Hill. Garrick Hill, he tried to get it in from the baseline and couldn't do it. Let's get this camera moved. Nice pass on the baseline. Who was that? That was Bruno Pizzoni. MMA's back to within 2 points. Jake Reimel's got the ball, taking it around the top of the key. Over to Garrick Hill. He's trying to find somebody to get it to. And there was an elbowing foul on Nathan Reed. It's his 2nd of the game, but that gives the ball back to MMA. 3:07 remaining in regulation. They have a 2-point deficit. They could tie this or take the lead on this possession. Ooh. Wow. Jake Reimel got by with one that time, and there's a 3-pointer by Nathan Reed, and he slams it home. That takes it back to a 5-point lead. MMA gets it in low. And the ball bounces out. Garrick Hill was a wall right there. And there's Trevor Anthony, and he's got, they didn't. They call traveling on him. Wow. I've never seen so much traveling in my life as these last two games. MMA was wanting that three-point shot there. Oh, now there I saw traveling. I saw it that time. He drug his foot about 6 inches. So 2:11 remaining in regulation, and Elsberry has the ball out of bounds. Jake Reimel throws it in to Nathan Reed. Gets it over to Garrick Hill, left side of the court. Jake Reimel on the right side of the court. There's Derek Taylor right at the free throw line. Hill looked at it for a long two-pointer. Now Nathan Reed looking, tried to get it into the paint for Hill, and he wasn't there. MMA has the ball. Minute and a half remaining in regulation. MMA with a 5-point deficit. They're throwing the ball around on the perimeter. And there was Gunnar Stugart taking the ball in for a layup. Now Derek Taylor bringing it up court. Little over 1 minute remaining. Get the ball into Garrick Hill, takes it right back out to Nathan Reed. Over to Jake Reimel out of. Traveling on Jake Reimel. It gives the ball back to MMA. They have a 3-point deficit, 58.3 seconds remaining in regulation. They would sure like to tie it up this time around. But they're going for two, and they got it. Gunnar Stugart with the easy layup in the paint. MMA calls a quick timeout. 45.3 seconds remaining in the game in regulation. Elsberry's got a 59-58 lead. This game is a long ways from being over. Got the Elsberry cheerleaders out there trying to get the crowd into it. Both coaches down there telling their players exactly what they want them to do for the next 45.3 seconds. Elsberry coach is saying, don't take a shot unless you have a good one. Because we've got the lead right now. Don't give them the ball if you don't have to. MMA is telling their players, get that ball away from them. So here we go. Jake Reimel's out of bounds to throw the ball in, and obviously MMA is pressing as hard as they can. Get that ball in there, Derek Taylor. There we go. So he's bringing it in. Amazingly enough, MMA was not pressing very hard then. Got the ball out on the perimeter to Jake Reimel again, Derek Taylor. They're just going to hold on to the ball. Now they got it back out to Trevor Anthony, back out to Jake Reimel. 18 seconds remaining in the game. Finally, Derek Taylor gets fouled. Again, 16.4 seconds remaining in the game. Derek Taylor got fouled, so they get the ball out of bounds. Going to be a lot of pressure here by the Fighting Colonels. And they get the ball into, Nathan Reed has the ball. He had a clear shot to a basket, but he said, nope. Said, I'm letting the clock run down. Another foul on MMA. They got fouls to give away. As long as they're not shooting, all they're doing is stopping the clock. So 10.1 seconds remaining in regulation. 1 point lead for Elsberry. 59-58. Jake Reimel has the ball out of bounds, throws it into Hill, Garrick Hill. Okay, that takes him up to 17 fouls, so now we're in a bonus. So Garrick Hill has a 1-and-1. How much are these free throws worth? He looks pretty calm out there. No good, and the ball is rebounded by, and the ball rims out. 34 throws it up, and wow! All right, I'll describe that one to you. If I can come up with a description there. Final score is MMA 60, Elsberry 59. And the way that happened was MMA got the ball down the court, and they threw it up about 2 or 3 times to the basket, and it kept rimming out. And finally, right at the buzzer, they get the ball up and in. I didn't see who it was that got the basket for MMA, but that was a hard-fought game. And unfortunately for Elsberry, they came out on the losing side after being ahead most of this game. So congratulations to MMA. Like I said, it was a hard-fought game. This is the ones you hate to see any team lose because they both fought hard. It was a clean game. Just unfortunately for Elsberry, they came out on the bad side of it. So, let's see, what do we have coming up next? We have a couple of games Wednesday night at Warrenton. The girls varsity and the boys varsity are both going to be playing at Warrenton. I believe I'll be on the air about 5:30 Wednesday afternoon from Warrenton High School for the girls game, and then again at 7 o'clock for the boys game. And then we'll take a couple days off for Thanksgiving. I can stand to eat a little bit of turkey, I think. But anyway, we are done here for tonight. Disappointing loss to Elsberry, but they will recover from it. And so listen in Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening if you can't be at the game at Warrenton. Listen in, and I'll try to describe for you what's going on. Once again, this is Kenny Masterson for the Indian Sports Network, where we just finished up the game of Elsberry and Missouri Military Academy. Thank you all for everybody for listening, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.